Okay, so once again, good afternoon everyone. Again, I am Miss Winster Itambong and I am 22 years old and um, I work as a teacher at St. Joseph College of Navaliches Incorporated located at Bicas, kung alam niyo yun. Doon po ako nagtuturo and I handled grade 4 students for 2 years. And currently, 2 years of teaching na. Yan po.
So, good afternoon po everyone. No? So, I am Joseph M. Lacandaso po and currently working at Our Lady of Lourdes Catholic School near in Caloocan po. And then, I am handling po na subject TLE for the secondary education po.
So magandang tanghali po ulit ma'am. Ako po si Michaela Mendezabal. Kasama po ang aking mga kagrupo, sina Marinella Torres, Marielle Ramos, Joko Tubang, Ernesto Matias, Marielle Esabel Ortega at si Jenilyn Reyes ay mag-i-interview po sa inyo. Kami po ngayon ay third year college sa kursong BSE, major ng Social Studies. At ang purpose po ng interview na ito ay makapag-interview ng teacher na mayroong 1 to 3 years of experience sa pagtuturo. At isa nga po kayo sa napili namin. Ngayon po ang interview na ito ay requirements po sa amin sa subject namin na field study. Ngayon po ang unang question ay manggagaling po kay Miss Marinella Torres.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. So for our first question po, before you enter the field of teaching, what are your expectations?
Okay, so as I answer my question, I just want to go back to reminisce my first teaching experience as a teacher. So way back when I was graduating student, I already expected that teaching will not be easy at all. Like, it is not easy as you can imagine it. I know upon choosing this course or profession, it takes a lot of responsibility and matter of sacrificing. And as a future teacher at that time, I know it, and we are already oriented about what is in the real scenario or what is happening in the room. So I witnessed it with myself when we had a chance to experience it during my OJT days. So during that time, no, you expect that these are my expectations. I will just elaborate na lang po. So one thing that I expect is you can manage your class easily, and you can. I'm also expecting that I can get all the attention of my students while I having my discussion, and I also expect that I can do multitasking work. But all of those expectations, it comes to me that it is not only about it. It's beyond my expectation, because once you are there in that situation, your expectation will turn into reality, and it is more than that. That's why I can say that entering or pursuing this kind of profession, you just have not to limit yourself from the expectation, because it is different from what you expect. So from there, ang kailangan mo lang is maging flexible ka for you to manage your class properly and for you to become a teacher that you want to be in the future. So those are my expectations po during my before I enter the teaching.
Good afternoon po, no, Miss Marielle. So, for the first year of teaching po sa akin, expectation is, syempre po, marami pa akong parang load na alam ko puro theories lang yung ma-apply ko, no? I have learned almost 44 years of education sa field of education. So, syempre, it's full of theories, full of parang principles na dapat i-apply, no? But when I engage na, no, when I went no, sa experience no sa pagtuturo, nakita ko na marami palang difference, no? Marami pa palang dapat malaman, marami pang matutunan, marami pang i-practice, marami pang dapat i-explore just to make the learning really engageable sa bata, no? Paano mo ma-deliver ng maayos, and then full of discoveries, no? Expectation ko doon is parang madadalian ako sa pagturo kasi alam ko naman na naaral ko yung subject ko, but ayun nga, sabi ko it's more of no discovery, no, paano pala may mga techniques pa pala dapat ako matutunan na ma-acquire ko lang sa field mismo ng pagtuturo. So yun, yung expectation ko is parang kala ko lang madali, but as I go along, no, full of discoveries pa rin siya. Alam ko na kahit ako'y nabanggit ay ako'y nasa titulo na ng professional teacher, no, alam ko na ako pa rin ay estudyante. Feeling ko estudyante pa rin ako. So, yun po. I hope it suffice po nung answer sa question natin for number 1.
Before I enter this teaching process, yung pagtuturo, alam ko naman na talagang mahirap. Like, kasi we have what we call practice teaching. And on that day of experience that I have when I have my practice teaching, nakikita ko I have seen already what are the job of being a teacher. You will see some of the work that the teacher needs to accomplish. Talagang when you are on the field, makikita mo talaga that teaching is a noble profession sa atin talaga. So, kung calling mo talaga yun, if that would be your calling, magpo-continue ka sa pagtuturo. Pero kung may alanganin ka pa after the practice teaching, pwede ka pa mag-decide if you want to pick other courses. Pero sa ano naman natin, sa field natin, if you finish already 4 years course na katulad ng sa atin, any job na gusto nating pasukin and we have the ability, makakapasok naman din talaga tayo. Yun, mahirap, difficult siya. Challenging, yun yung term.
Thank you po. Thank you po sa mga expectations na sinabi niyo po sa amin. Now we'll proceed naman po tayo sa second question which will be asked by Sir Ernesto Matias.
So, good afternoon po again, ma'am. So, second question is that in your first year of teaching, what are your unforgettable experiences?
Okay, my first year of teaching, I considered it as the most memorable experience for me as a teacher, because I cherish that moment talaga, especially with my class advisory, my first advisory. I started from them, and it also serves as my training ground. And being a neophyte or a newbie in the field of education, it takes a lot of dedication. Like, you have the willingness to learn, to adjust, and to adapt the culture. And sometimes, diba, nagkakaroon tayo ng culture shock at the beginning. But as they pass naman, those difficult days will turn into normal days na lang. And speaking of unforgettable experience or moments that I have during my first year of teaching is, like I have said, yung handling my first ever advisory class, because I was challenged during that time to handle students with different characteristics, with different abilities, and with different needs. And handling my advisory class is so challenging because my first advisory class was had as pinakamakukulit at pinakamaiingay na estudyante. So during that time, during the normal days, every day you will encounter different problems with regards to their behavior in different subjects. So I consider it as unforgettable because if you didn't experience that, uh, hindi ka magiging teacher na matatag. You can able to handle your class easily because you learn how to handle difficult students. Aside from that, next unforgettable experience for me is the bond and the camaraderie that we built during the normal days during our school year. That is unforgettable for me because despite nga ng pagiging makulit and maingay nila, their love, their concern, nandoon pa rin. And of course, yung full respect na nakukuha mo sa kanila. Not just being a teacher para sa kanila, but they consider you as their second parent. And the lastly is yung I will include all the bad and good experiences that I have during my first year of teaching. I think naka-open ko ng microphone po. I'm sorry po. Medyo ano po eh. Ayan, okay na po. Thank you. So like what I have said po, all the good and bad experiences as a whole being a first-timer teacher, I considered it as unforgettable because without all of that, the good and the bad experiences, you will learn it. You will not learn, and there is nothing you can bring in the present or in the future. So like what we have the quotation, di ba? Sinasabi, experience is the best teacher. You have to experience that particular thing or situation because there is something to bring to your life. There is a lesson at the end of it. So yun po.
Thank you sa question. For the second question, what are the unforgettable experiences that yung experience, syempre. So, nandun yung to be honest, kasi first year of teaching ko, nahan ako sa elementary learners, yung unforgettable experience ko dun is yung mas naramdaman ko yung pagiging genuine ng mga bata. Hindi ako yung nagbibigay sa teacher. Kumbaga, ako na yung binibigyan nung appreciation, nung love, nung parang yung bata na mismo nag-share sa akin, hindi na ako yung nag-share sa mga teachers ko, So, yung mga unforgettable experiences ko na naranasan on my first year of teaching. So, andun din yung minsan parang na-overwhelm ka sa happiness, na-overwhelm ka sa challenges, yung bagay na yon. So, yung question lang, siguro medyo i-clear out ko lang. Sa question ba natin ito, ang number 2, experience ba siya negative, parang positive ba siya or medyo challenging experience or okay naman yung ganun?
Pwede naman po, sa whether po it is bad or good po.
Okay. So yun nga, sa good, parang ikaw na yun nandun sa level ng ikaw yung ina-appreciate ng bata. Ayun yung unforgettable experience ko. And then yung sa naman medyo downside or medyo other way around ng experiences natin kapag nandun na sa teaching is nandun yung yung pressure, Alam ko naman na bilang estudyante may pressure talaga, So sa pag-complain ng deadlines, complain ng mga requirements, but here, syempre ikaw na yung magbibigay ng turo, ikaw na magbibigay ng lessons. So mas doble pala yung pressure sa mga teachers, kasi you must be the one yung mag-guide sa mga bata. Ikaw na yung magmo-mold sa future nila. So yun yung unforgettable ko, parang naramdaman ko yung ito pala yung pressure ng pagtuturo. Pinaka-unforgettable yun. So doon natutunan ko kung paano mas maging better parang as a person and as a professional, So yun yung mga bagay na yun, yung pinaka hindi ko malilimutan na may mga dumating na na-appreciate ako at minsan talagang challenge ako ng profession, lalo na itong sa first 3 years ko ng pagtuturo. Thank you po.
Unforgettable experience siguro when you give those knowledge to your students, yung pagbibigay mo sa kanila ng knowledge, and you see that they really appreciate it. Di ba kapag after the class, after the school year, makikita mo that they will give you some words na hindi mo makakalimutan, lalo na if you give them meaningful things to them, lalo na yung mga knowledge na binibigay natin sa kanila, and then they will apply it in the future. Ayun yung pinaka memorable, and yung sasabihan ka ng mga teacher mo ng mga students mo ng mga positive things. Yun yung pinaka masarap sa feeling na meron pala akong na impart na knowledge sa kanila na they could apply it in the future when they have their job, di ba? Yun yung pinaka-memorable. And siguro isa pa dun yung pag yung natuto yung bata sa'yo, yung, di ba may mga times na there are some students that they will tell na I can't do this, but you're trying to motivate them to accomplish those tasks. Kasi yun yung kadalasan na nahihirapan ngayon yung mga students natin eh. Every time that we give them tasks, they are afraid to accomplish it. So kadalasan, you as a teacher, hindi ka lang talaga teacher, you are a motivator. Yun yung kadalasan na meron tayo sa job natin. We're not just a teacher. Sometimes we become a doctor, we become a guidance counselor. Lahat nung pwede natin gawin sa students natin, gagawin natin, di ba? Just to motivate them, to teach them. Yun yung pinaka-memorable.
We are moving on to the third question, which will be asked by Miss Marielle Ramos.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. So, for our third question is, what are the problems that you encountered in your classroom and also to your faculty, and how would you handle that kind of situation po?
Okay, sige. Yung common problem talaga is yung behavior ng mga bata. Diba? As a teacher, you will serve as a problem solver inside your room. And yung ganyong situation, we cannot escape from that. Present na talaga, given na yan. Once you become a teacher, nandyan talaga yung different behavior and characteristic ng student mo. And that is a big problem sa classroom. And you have to address it. And how do I handle or how do I manage that problem? One thing that I can give, or the best way that I can solve that problem, is to talk one by one, or to talk privately to my student, to the involved student, para mapag-usapan and mapa-realize mo sa kanya kung ano ba yung ginawa niya mali during that time. Ayun po. And yung question about the faculty, honestly speaking, I did not have any experience or any problem na na-encounter ko sa faculty ko. I'm blessed and I'm happy na nagkaroon ako ng isang nabilong ako, napasama ako dun sa kind of faculty na meron ang school na pinasukan ko for the 2 years. Ayun po. And for you to be able to overcome those problems, kailangan mo lang maging approachable, understanding, and of course, hindi mawawala yung patience. Yan lang. Yun lang talaga yung key, di ba? Kapag may problema tayo sa buhay, di ba? We just have to think positive din na ma-overcome natin at malalagpasan. That's it po.
Well, Miss Marielle, so for this, no, unahin natin sa estudyante or sa classroom, no. So syempre pag sinabing classroom, it relates to the learners, no. So or maybe yung ang pinaka-problem man talaga is normally yung classroom management. So parang bilang teacher, you are handling diverse personalities, no. May mga bata diyan na masunuri, may mga bata diyan na challenge talaga, no. May mga bata diyan na naglo-look forward sa no? So yun yung mga problems na na-encounter ko is yung ayun nga, how to handle them, how to parang simulate the learning process, the learning experience sa bata ng ako lang mag-isa, tas hawak ko yung mga bata, almost 40 learners in one classroom, in one setup, no? So, ayun yung mga big challenges na na-experience, no? Sa pagtuturo. And then for the faculty per se naman, no, wala naman halos, no. Siguro lang doon may mga moments lang talaga na as of my 3 years of teaching naman, no, I am blessed naman na wala namang problem as far as I could may memory serves correctly, no, wala namang problem na major problems na na-encounter. And then, for how to handle those things, lalo na sa mga bata is, yun nga, kailangan mo lang maging flexible, no? Hindi naman siguro sa pagtuturo lang, no? Kahit anong profession, any profession naman is may mga struggles. What I could just say kung paano ko na-handle yun is just to be flexible and just to be agile, no? Sa pag-isip ng mga possible solutions on how to make yourself, no? Makapag blend in sa mga parang yung hindi yung pag-meet halfway, no? So, minsan may mga batang unruly. So, dapat alam mo kung paano mag-jive, paano ma-handle yung mga yon. So, yun dapat flexible ka lang sa pag-handle. Ayun po.
Okay. So, students naman, every time that the school year started, marami naman tayo, as a teacher, we will encounter a lot of problems. Especially how we will deliver our lesson to our students, kasi they have their own ability, they have their own level of thinking. So as a teacher, that is a very challenging to us on how we will deliver those things to them. Halimbawa na lang sa higher section, kapag sa higher section, if you teach the lesson easily, sometimes they will become bored kasi parang aandali lang pala nito. How you will make the lesson challenging to them, lalo na sa mga higher section, yun yung pinaka dapat nating isipin. Pagdating naman sa mga nasa lower section, sometimes that is a very challenging thing kasi we need to think a lot of methods, strategy, techniques on how they could get the lesson easily. Yun yung isa din sa challenging sa atin as a teacher, yung pagdi-deliver ng ating lesson sa harap ng mga students. Kasi if we don't plan, kaya nga, di ba, lesson planning siya. If you don't plan your lesson at that day, mahihirapan kang ituro yung lesson mo. And sabi nga, kung natatandaan ko, sabi ng professor namin dati, it is very important for you to have your lesson planning every day. Kasi yun yung mga gagawin mo sa araw na yun. And di ba kapag kanado ka sa mga gagawin mo sa harapan, you will not be scared or nervous pagpasok mo sa klase. And always prepare yourself with those questions that your students will throw to you. Yun yung minsan challenging, di ba? And depende naman yan sa method mo or technique mo, or kung paano mo ibibigay yun sa mga students mo. Yan.
Fourth question. Let's proceed to Miss Esabel Ortega.
So, good day, ma'am. I'm Esabel Ortega. So, for our fourth question, have you ever felt the loss of motivation due to the said problem that you encounter, or it gives you more motivation to pursue your teaching career, ma'am?
Okay, so honestly, it happens sometimes when you are drained, when you are stressed, and a lot of energy you consume. sa school, and sometimes it will tell you to give up. But of course, kapag mahal mo naman yung ginagawa mo, you love what you are doing, hindi ka susuko, 'di ba? Bawal sumuko, 'di ba? Motto natin 'yan. Pero pwedeng magpahinga kapag napapagod. So you have to inhale, exhale ka lang, because alam naman natin at the end of the day, problem lang 'yan, and kaya-kaya natin lampasan. And you just have to turn those challenges or difficulties into your motivation para mag-continue and to look forward, 'di ba?
Miss Esabel, no? So, for this, no, maybe, realistically speaking, no, or para mas maging authentic siguro sagot ko, i-relate ko na lang lalo na this school year, no, lalo na lahat is nasa online setup, no. To be honest, talagang nandyan yung temptation na mawala yung motivation mo. Hindi na siguro sa pagtuturo, hindi na siguro sa field ng education, no? There's always a room for this kind of demotivation sa profession na meron ka, kahit sabihin mo na passion mo yun. And then, I would be speaking honestly, no? Talagang nawala din minsan, no? May mga times na you will be questioning yourself, you will be doubting yourself if it is still worth it, no? To continue, to engage sa ano bang meron ngayon para mag-blend in sa new normal. May mga moments talaga doon, no? And then, pero at the end of the day, you need to reflect, no, sa sarili mo, no, na why I am doing this, no, why I have started it, no. Maybe siguro sa una, sa tingin ko, parang sabi ko, I just parang napili ko na naman tong field kong pagtuturo kasi bread and butter ko siya. Ayun yung napili kong profession, parang ano. Pero darating din yung point na yun nga, 'di ba, may sabi kanina, no, may mga sabi ako, when the learner appreciates you, it pays off, no, yung mga stress mo, yung mga anxieties na meron kang nararanasan, it paid off, no, na ay parang kailangan pa ako ng mabata. So to answer my question, no, going back, yes, I felt, no, demotivated some other time, no, minsan may moments talaga, pero ayun nga, syempre you need to reflect, no, kaya it also serves as my motivation to continue, no, parang I know I can do better, no. The next time kaya ko pang malampasan kasi na-experience ko na siya. So for this question, I hope that I have answered the question number 4.
Siguro from the beginning, sometimes you will be unmotivated, pero sa pagtuturo naman, lalo na sa klase, kung gusto mo talaga yung pagtuturo, you will not become, you will always motivated. Siguro, mahirap lang kapag, paano bang magiging mahirap? Lagi naman akong motivated, di ba? Kung talagang passion mo talaga yung pagtuturo, sometimes you always motivate yourself. Siyempre, how we will motivate ourselves. Halimbawa na lang, bakit ko pa, di ba, sabi nga sa commercial, para kanino ka bumabangon. So, yung word na yon, di ba? Bakit ka ba nagtuturo? What would be your purpose? Ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari sa mga students mo? Kaya you have to be motivated always. Kasi kapag nakitang napanginan ka ng loob, di ba, nila, ma-unmotivate.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. So for our last question po, it will be asked by Ms. Jenilyn Reyes.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. I'm Jenilyn Reyes. For the last question po, what are the advices that you can give to the future educators?
Okay, so before I will give my advices to all of you or to the future educator or teacher, just want to congratulate everyone. Diba? You are already here. You're able to overcome those challenges and difficulties as a college student. I know, alam ko yung feeling na yan. I've been there. And don't worry. After your long tiring days, after the sleepless nights, and cramming, di ba? At the end of the day, you will get your goal, your desire, objective in life, which is to get your diploma, di ba? And I can say that you're in your best decision na i-pursue yan kung nasa ang track man kayo, kung ano man yung tinatahak nyo, especially for those future teacher. I can say na best decision nila yung maging teacher if yung heart talaga nila is nandoon. If it is really their passion to educate the young mind. So, kailangan ng teacher. Diba? Dito sa bansa natin. And becoming a teacher, it demands a lot of responsibility. And you're willing to devote your whole self. Diba? Kailangan i-devote mo yung sarili mo, yung oras mo, yung effort mo, and everything para sa passion mo. So, yun lang. And lastly, just want to say that you keep on learning and discovering, and you also develop your patience in everything that you do. So, yun lang ang ma-advise ko para sa inyong lahat.
Good afternoon, Miss Jenilyn, no? For this, no, ito lang, may soul advice lang ako, no? Siguro ito yung major advice na may bibigay ko. Parang, for the future educators, no, when you engage to the real world, what I could say is to be, just be firm sa sa dream mo, no? Parang, make it as your fuel, no? Kung bakit ka nag-strive, bakit ka nagpupuyat, bakit ka sumusunod sa deadline, bakit mo iniiyakan na maipasa on time yung mga requirements mo, no? So, be firm ka lang doon, no? So, at the end of the day, parang on your process, no, sa pagtuloy mo sa kahit na parang nakagraduate na sila or nandun na sila sa field, yung learning nandoon, no? Darating yung continuous ang learning. So, dapat lang maging firm ka, no, sa motivation mo, parang sa bakit ka nagsisimula. Yung mga whys mo, parang gawin mo pa rin siyang why, no? Somehow at parang darating din sa future na masasagot mo yung mga questions na yan. So, may advice lang is be firm, no? Kasi marami talagang challenges na darating. It will knock you down, no? Maraming darating na struggles, maraming darating na uncertainties, no? May mga questions. Pero, at the end of the day, malalampasan din yun. So, I hope na yun po ay makatulong for the future educators.
Okay. Advice ko, yun, maging lang kayo, matatag kayo on every challenges that you will encounter. Kasi, this would be your stepping stone for you to go on the teaching process. Marami pa kayong pagdadaanan ng mga pagtubok. Pero ako naman, beginning pa lang naman ako ng journey ko as a teacher. Pero I don't know what will happen in the future. Baka mamaya, hindi na rin ako magturo. Just joking. Pero, siyempre, lagi nyo lang i-motivate yung sarili nyo kasi marami pa kayong dapat gawin bago makapasok sa field of teaching natin, di ba? You have your board exam, and sometimes you will bago mag-board exam, you will find your own job. Kasi kadalasan, nung time nag-graduate na kami, some of my classmates, they have their own, they already have their job already, nakaplano na sila. Meron nang makakapasok ng Arellano, may papasok na ng pagiging call center agent. Nagmamadali na yung mga classmates ko, hindi pa kami gumadali. Kasi ang graduation, di ba, kadalasan, tapos na ng March. Pero yung graduation kasi, nangyayari, mga magbabakasyon ka pa April or May kasi kadalasan nire-reschedule pa yun. Sorry, nawala na ako dun sa pinaka-question. So, yun lang. Always motivate yourself if ito talaga yung calling ninyo in the future, talagang siguro makakapasok kayo sa pagtuturo. Lalo na kung gustong-gusto nyo talaga. Pero, you have to be ready on those challenges. Kasi hindi lang din tayo teacher. Meron tayong mga ibang mga responsibility na ginagawa. Not only our students, meron din tayong mga ibang papel na ginagampanan. Yung mga paperwork, yung sometimes some of the teacher, they have their community services. So, yeah, alam ko naman you are into that sa pagtuturo. Lahat ba kayo gusto nang magturo? Or some of you would be second choice lang yung teaching? O ako na nagtanong sa inyo. So, yun lang. Always motivated.
Sa effort niyo, ma'am. Thank you po sa oras na binigay niyo sa amin at pagkakataon na makadaupang palad namin kayo. Siyempre, ma'am, God bless po palagi at po kayo palagi. Siguro, ma'am, last na po, picture na lang po bago tayo.
Okay, sige po. Good luck din sa inyo ha. Third year na kayo, di ba?
Opo.
Isang taon na lang, gagraduate na din kayo.
Thank you po, ma'am. And 1, 2, and okay na po, ma'am. Thank you po sa time. Kung may gagawin po.
Thank you so much po.
Okay, thank you din. Thank you for inviting
Thank you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Ingat kayo.
Po.
Thank you very much din to the team.
Thank you po.
Ayan. So, tapos naman po, no?
Opo.
Ayun. So, good
Thank you
luck
sa
po.
effort niyo po.
Good luck po, everybody, and God bless.
Thank you rin po. God bless din po sa
Ingat
inyo.
po kayo palagi.
Ingat po.
Thank you po sa time.
O yun, nabigla lang din ako kasi kala ko si Joko lang mag-interview sa akin. Tapos alas 10 pala. Nakaligtaan ko, alas 10 pala yung aming, ayun, chaprang yun, chaprang. Mga kasi, ayun na eh, pumunta ka lang dito tapos interview mo.
Akala mo pupunta ako dyan sa bahay tapos
Oo.
ano,
Hindi mo sinabi na may Google Meet pa lang niya.
Siguro dun sa interview na ginawa namin ay napakalaking impact para sa aming mga nagsisimula pa lang na nagpe-pursue na maging guro balang araw. At syempre ang ganda nung mga binigay sa aming suggestion and tips na possible na ma-encounter namin dun sa journey namin dito sa course na to. At syempre inaasahan namin na may malaking impact sa amin yun na kumbaga maabangan at magawan ng solusyon yung mga problema na naranasan o posibleng maranasan namin kagaya ng mga na-interview namin. At syempre thankful kami dahil nagkaroon kami ng opportunity na as a student na magkaroon ulit ng idea about dun sa kanilang mga background and experience. At syempre yung sinabi nila at mga shiner sa amin ay possible maalala namin sa panahon na maranasan din namin yun. At sa bawat isa sa amin na kasama dun sa interview at dun sa mga manonood nito ay sana ay makatulong din sa inyo itong video na ipe-present namin. Hopeful na lahat ay makagraduate at syempre magawa nila yung best nila dito sa study nito. At yun lang, salamat. Siguro i-end ko na muli.
Thank you so much for your wonderful answer.
Welcome! Anong school nga kayo ulit?
City of Malabon po.
well, may problema tayo. Take two.
Okay.
Okay po, sir.
O yun, nabigla lang din ako kasi kala ko si Joko lang mag-interview sa akin. Tapos alas 10 pala. Nakaligtaan ko, alas 10 pala yung aking, ayun, sa practice akala kasi ayun na eh pumunta ka lang dito tapos akala ko pupunta ako din sa bahay tapos hindi mo sinabi na may Google Meet pa lang